Blackcrosses, Blackcrosses, Black crosses, crosses, Blackcrosses, team nauseous.
With that being said, we have a new death battle. Joker versus Giorno. Let me give you my prediction. Look, I don't know too much about Joker. Have never played Persona game a day in my life. Only time I've seen anything about Persona was in Smash Bros. Has anybody here played Persona before? I always wanted to play it, but it was such a long game. I don't know where I'd find the time to play that. People say Persona 4 and Persona 3 are like really good games. I would love to play it at some point. Maybe like, you know, off stream or something. Yeah, I don't know too much about Persona or Joker, so it's hard to say. But apparently, if he's doing a death battle with Giorno, he gotta be powerful. My prediction off rip is I think Giorno's obviously gonna win because I know more about him, and you know, you already know his stand ability is fucking broken. His awakened stand ability is mad broken. Isn't it something where like he's able to like rewrite reality or something like that, or warp reality? It's mad broken, but not sure how this is gonna turn out. But I'm curious. Let's get on with it.
By Marvel Snap.
Fight! Joker versus Giorno.
The Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's Golden Gangster.
I know it creates stuff. I thought about his awakened stand
It's our
ability.
job to analyze their weapons,
It was
armor, and
awakened.
skills to find out who would win a death battle. Ren Amamiya wasn't prepared for this to happen. When he witnessed an innocent woman being harassed and stepped in, he had no idea her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
Poor Ren was forced to leave town.
You pick Joker winning? Let's see. Ren Amamiya. Aliases Akira Kurusu Senpai Joker. He's 5'9", 17 years old. Occupation coffee barista. Floral assistant, student, phantom thief, likes older women, cats, and hamburgers, dislikes corrupt adults, chalk, and jail cells. He spent 10 years in spin-off hell. He had his own spin-off? What? And an excellent dancer. Okay, interesting.
Friends and transfer
I'm learning
Academy.
Persona
There's
lore.
Definitely more fun ways
Persona
to ruin
lore.
your life.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
One might call it a theme. And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden variety scumbag gym teachers. Ren and his new friends found themselves in a whole new
That's her
world.
ass. Fuck
The
you. I love cats.
Metaverse. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that one.
Derived from the works of Carl Jung, this collective unconscious is like an alternate reality formed from the amalgamated thoughts and feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental realm, those who have been corrupted by power and abuse the weak have become evil superpowers, just like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the animal.
They may have been helpless against crushing institutional might in the real world, but in the metaverse, they had a way to fight back. Personas.
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become incredibly powerful spirits.
By using their personas to battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption, Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed Joker.
And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
With razor-sharp claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy, Arsene was an
So personas are kind of like on the same level as stands. Then it's kind of fire. I honestly didn't realize that's what that was. But okay, so it's just like stands, but it's just like it's kind of like a different type of personality type of shit. Okay,
excellent persona to start with.
But Joker's a wild card, literally.
Let's see. Third eye. Let's see. This metaverse personas: Arsene, Jack Frost, Yoshitsune, Pixie, etc. Ultimate personas. They only in the metaverse. That's what they said. Yeah. Let's see. Ultimate personas: Alice, Lucifer, Odin, Metatron, Satinel, etc. Velvet Room. Physical gun, elemental, nuke, holy and dark skills. Healing, ailment, buff and debuff skills, shield and barrier spells. Almighty skills bypasses any defense. Wild card, social confidence. Summoning multiple personas, will of rebellion, unshaken will.
He can capture as many personas as he wants. He's gotta catch them all, because they each have their own crazy powers. From shooting fire, ice, and lightning, to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances, to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ.
Wow, he looks way
huh?
paintings I've seen. Oh, hey, did you know that a persona is connected?
Is that what I think it
to
is? That's exactly what I think it is, right? Yo. What the fuck persona got going on, bro?
And in the paintings I've seen. Oh, hey, did you know that a persona is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does rattle the user pretty
Penis
badly.
from across.
Well, without his personas, Joker can still rely on his
arsenal, daggers, experimental drugs, grappling hook, metaverse navigator, model guns, soma, thieves tools, opponent orb.
guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did their power, simply because that's how they were perceived.
Kinda like how personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger. Anime! Game!
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user back from the brink of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
And lower powers?
Have a cold one on me.
Not quite.
Thanks.
Not quite. I'm guessing what they're saying is that his power is that pretty much, so he captures different personalities that are based off of gods, and based off of his, in what metaverse he's in, he can pretty much make anything he wants to be powerful enough to, to fight other gods and shit. So, like, for example, he could take a pencil or some shit like that. A pencil could be fucking, more powerful enough to, kill a god if he perceives it that way. Which is pretty OP. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I wouldn't say he has no real powers. He does have powers, but, yes, it's kind of interesting.
Looks like our relationship is maxed out.
Oh, yeah.
Practically.
Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser. I'm gonna go do untested pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Oh. Wait, date your what? Over the course of his adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds, millions of times faster than light.
Or survive a cheeseburger that exploded.
First human in history to save Igor, dodge lasers and star-crossing beams, knocked around a piggy bank weighing over 62,000 tons, tanked the nebula-sized Big Bang Burger, fought on equal ground with Yu Narukami, survived the Valentine's Day massacre, defeated Yaldabaoth, Gilgamesh, and Enel Maruki and Samuel. He fought Gilgamesh?
Big enough to eclipse a nebula. Talk about having stomach
I'm thinking about a fake Gilgamesh.
No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Or Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
It was in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Satanael, the biblical angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun? Perceive this reality, bitch!
Its primary attack, Sinful Shell, is imbued with what is known as almighty energy, which can bypass any defense, even that from the omnipotent orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
You know what?
Yes, very good. Big-ass gun whiz!
And with a shot heard around the world, Joker and his friends prove that you're never too young to change society for the better, no matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never see it coming.
As far back as he could remember, Giorno Giovanna always wanted to be a gangster.
Giorno!
It feels good to be a gangster. Gone are the days of leaving horse heads in your enemy's bed or squeezing their head in a vice till they pop. Giorno wanted to be a different kind of gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
A gangstar.
A shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life changed the day he saved a wounded mobster. In return, he was rewarded with future protection from abuse and isolation. This act of reciprocal kindness convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization, if only it was commanded by the right person.
Someone like Giorno. All he had to do was...
Birth name, Haruno Shiobana. He's 5'8", 15 years old. Occupation, boss of passion. Likes octopus salad, gangsters, epic piano. Dislikes drugs, corruption, pointless things. Biological son of Dio Brando and Jonathan Joestar. Don't act. See, that's the one thing I always question. How is this, like, how? I probably gotta do some research about that. Because I remember I saw, like, a whole family tree on, like, the, JoJo characters. Did you forget? I deadass forgot, bro. I remember I did see, like, a family tree, but, like, okay. Okay, yeah, you're right, yeah. Dio did take over Jonathan's body in part 3. Yeah, you're right. Can fold his ear to his head. Ew.
Was take control of the Neapolitan Mafia, Passione, and their army of superpowered assassins. Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, he's the bastard son of the insane vampire douche lord himself.
That is one.
Dio Brando.
No.
Who conceived
Dio was
possessing the
Dio was
body
getting
of
them
his
hoes.
arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes Giorno both a
Although I do think that Dio was kind of like, I think he was bisexual though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Dio was fucking men and women, bro. I realized that shit after I seen part 6. Cause him and Poochie. Yeah, I go like him and Poochie, bro. Dio definitely took Poochie's butt, bro. Like that's a fact. They ain't showing on screen, but he definitely took Poochie's butt, bro.
Brando and a JoJo.
Come on
Hence
now.
the name, JoJo. Get it?
Well, he didn't just inherit the name, but also the Joestar bloodline's power. Giorno possesses a stand, gold experience.
Stands are invisible, intangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like stopping time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
And Giorno's gold experience has perhaps the greatest potential of any.
Let's see, gold experience. Damage reflection, healing, replaces missing body parts, can create vaccines for deadly poisons, intangibility, life creation, creates any plant or animal life shot, overloads the target's senses. Group chats. No, sir. Nah. I'm a kindred spirit in them group chats, bro. I'm a good man.
Any stand in the series. With just a touch, it can imbue inanimate objects with golden life energy,
turning them into any plant or animal in an instant and back again. Giorno uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out. A gorilla's worst nightmare.
Giorno is, frankly, a super genius when it comes to gold experience's abilities.
Like transforming bullets into flesh to heal the very wounds they made, or changing a brick into a snake that can detect body heat and find a hidden enemy, or turning his teeth into a special kind of jellyfish that filters out the toxins in the piss he was drinking. I thought I was the only one who did that.
Should the object Giorno gives life to be a part of a greater whole, like turning a tooth into a fly, it will attempt to return to its original source.
Not only that, any damage Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno can even imbue living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster, but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Muda to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds. Forget about it.
Especially when you're hitting as hard as Gold Experience. According to the JoJo Veller art book written by the mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are faster than light.
And
wait, there's a whole book about that? Wait, hold on.
Mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of...
I actually wanna find that book or find like some type of research about. I didn't realize they had like a whole different stat lines for like stands and shit. That's fire, bro. They got stats and everything for shit. I might do my research offline. That's actually interesting as hell, bro. I had no idea.
of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are faster than light.
And although his strength stat is only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with A-strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy Dio must be so proud.
With gold experience at his side, Giorno joined Passione and rose to challenge its reclusive leader, Diavolo.
Wait. Diavolo? You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua, or Joshua, Ben Joseph, Joshua Joseph, JoJo.
We're moving on. Diavolo's goal was to get his hands on a stand arrow. And when a stand is pierced by a stand arrow, it evolves.
So, Joe got it first and transformed Gold Experience into the most broken thing in anime. Gold Experience Requiem!
Requiem stands change the rules entirely. It's
Requiem, let's see. Flight enhanced life beams. Reduces any action or effect to 0. That's broken as hell, bro. Nullifies willpower. Acts independent of time. Acts independent of Giorno's command. Can strike targets into an infinite loop. That's fucking crazy.
almost like they elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is return to 0. And also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to any attack made against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand.
So how does he? Okay, no. So I understand. So how does Giorno physically lose this? There's no way he loses this. Like, that's broken. You know what I mean? That means any action that's done against him is no action. No way, hell he loses this. Impossible. I'm calling it right now. Impossible.
Famously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It undid time being erased, while time was already erased, which meant there was no time to unerase the erased time, and
That's right, Boomstick. Requiem's ability acts independently of time itself. Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into infinity. So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
It also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even your death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being killed over and over in a series of never-ending alternate universes.
That is so evil.
For eternity.
Just when you
Wait, hold on. I see a little note. Wait, what is that? Death is not a prerequisite to being put into this reality loop. According to its stand profile, merely being struck by Requiem would induce it. Oh, shit.
Eternity. Just when you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second you hear that piano start playing.
He became the boss of Passion. Stopped the helicopter with life creation. Survived having parts of his face removed. On par with faster than light stands. Negated a universe-spanning time deletion. Defeated Black Sabbath, Babyface, White Album, Chocolata, and Diavolo.
Run!
And so, Giorno took control of Passione and turned it into the peacekeeping social organization he always dreamed about.
With its streets free of drugs, Italy's youth could rest easy.
Dio were having stronger.
Dreams could be carried into the future on a golden wind. Vento Areo! Whiz! You will snap dual and handed rule
data through all.
Interesting.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Gold Experience!
Go, are set! Giorno Giovanna, your heart is twisted.
It is ours to take. Choky Fantasma. My dreams aren't yours to take.
Persona!
He'll never see it coming. Checkmate. Impossible. A second stand.
What the hell?
You never took the time to understand my gold experience. All objects given life by gold experience desire to return home.
GG. GG. The fight should already be over, gang. Should already be over.
His persona creates life. I've got to nullify that.
Jack Frost! Ice Age! Jack Frost! Ice Age! Ice Age! Ice Age!
This Shoko Phantasma
GG.
is justice. This is Requiem.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
Joker,
Won't allow it! Joker!
keep fighting. You can do it.
If you die now,
Joker,
Joker's gotta kill you again myself.
Satanaya!
Thou art I.
Maybe you didn't hear me before.
Checkmate.
Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Yeah, you win, man. Alright, bro. Let me see how they explain this one. Let me see how they explain this one, guys.
Giorno never had the makings of a varsity death battle winner.
This was an absolutely fascinating matchup and far from an easy call.
Joker versus base gold experience wasn't close though.
Sure, Giorno's powers threw Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take on universe busters.
And there was no doubt Joker could see
Okay, but how does that explain him being put into an infinite loop of death? How? You can't break out of that. Can't he just set things back to zero? You know what, bro? Let me see, bro. Shadows and demons share many attributes and stands. Many are invincible to those without spiritual awareness or invulnerable to conventional attacks. Joker's third eye can also detect entities like Stan.
Giorno's stand, considering he could spot similar beings like shadows.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify any action taken against it, even ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time, so Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group
Almighty Magic has consistently overcome reality warping for entities far more powerful than Gold Experience, Requiem, such as Lucifer and the Devil's Summoner series.
couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
But Joker still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem can reduce your willpower to 0,
The Velvet Room exists outside normal space-time. It can act as a potential sanctuary for Gold Experience Requiem. So same thing with these.
Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally, we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping defenses like the Omnipotent Orb. The perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is...
Fate is not unbeatable in JoJo. It has been altered by abilities like Soft and Wet, Go Beyond, and Made in Heaven. Like Miles just mentioned. Okay. Embodied magic achieves a similar effect.
Is actually backed up in JoJo. While Requiem only has one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the World Over Heaven, which can overwrite reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to 0. That meant an almighty attack that can bypass reality warping.
What the fuck? Joker. Stronger and faster and gold experience. Almighty magic bypasses Jur. More versatile options. Social confidence and wildcard powers. Counter willpower negation. Jur negates many abilities. Giorno has Jur. That's all they said. Giorno has Jur. That's it. Less experience can defend against almighty skills.
Would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Dio is such a dick, he literally ruined his own son's death battle.
Giorno was brilliant, but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time. Hey, Wiz, hear what I said? I said, Giorno missed his golden opportunity and he had a shell of a time.
The winner is Joker.
Next time on Death Battle.
Bowser and Eggman! GG's.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Bowser and Eggman. I mean, that's kind of a troll. I mean, would Bowser not win that? Bowser has way more cartoon force compared to Eggman, am I right? I mean, this thing of Bowser survived being blown up and thrown into the fucking lava. Eggman is just a fucking regular ass human. Look, I'm gonna just say Bowser wins that, but you know how Death Battle is, bro. They'll pull some shit out their assholes and then he's like, yeah. But Eggman, he's done this before. He's destroyed the whole planet or some shit in some other comic book or some bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. Cool video. Bro, when I get this video posted, a lot of niggas are about to be in my head about me being mad about Joker winning. I ain't gonna lie to you.